Yo, what is up, Crockxen clan members, Legend of Korra fans, and others who have come upon this video? I'm SoresanCrockxen, and I actually don't know how old this news is, but I'm gonna cover it anyway because I found out about it technically yesterday, and I decided to make a video for it today. So we have confirmation of the release date of Book 4 as well as the name of the book. It is going to be called Balance, and it is scheduled to release October 3rd. That's about 2 to 3 weeks away from today. I'm guessing it's gonna be, yeah, it's pretty sure it's on a Friday because this is the same day that Smash 4 comes out for the 3DS in America. So yeah, that's gonna be a really weird day for me because I'm gonna be like, oh, Smash, but Korra, but I'm Smash. But so we have, like I said, we have the title. It's called Balance. Now, this could be a lot of different things. It could be, finally the world is going back to how it was before the Fire Nation uh, destroyed all the air nomads, and we finally got the four nations again. Or going back to before the Avatar, because as we all know, the third book try to push this idea of going back to before the Avatar was even a thing. And of course, we have Korra, who unfortunately is in a wheelchair by the end of the book, the third book. Which I actually have a friend who actually hates that idea. I personally had no problem with it. My issue with the ending was the fact that it took away from Jinora, because it's supposed to be her moment. I mean, if they had shown Korra all upset before the ceremony, then I would have been okay with it. But the fact that they took the purpose of Jinora's graduation away, and to just to show us Korra in a tear and being upset, was kind of rude. I just felt like it was a bad way to end it. That way, when it was supposed to be a cheerful kind of ending because Jinora graduated, Of course, I hope to see some progress of that. Jinora is now an air master, right? She's an airbending master. I want to see more of her now. I want to see the progress of, she finally is able to be on the same, or could be considered on the same level as her dad. Of course, her dad is obviously a much better airbender, and it was shown off, and I'm glad that they did that. But I want to see her, kind of starting to reach that status of, hey, I can airbend just as good as my dad, or somewhere along those lines. Now, of course, because the last book was centered around the Earth Kingdom, and the previous one was centered around the water tribe. I want to know where this one's going to be centered around. I mean, it could very well be centered around the air nomads because hello, they're finally back, but we still haven't seen too much of the Fire Nation, which is ironic because they were the main focus of the first series. Yeah, well, I mean, we traveled everywhere around the world, but the Fire Nation was like the big thing that kept, like, it was always constantly pushed in our faces. So, I mean, we saw Zuko. Great. I want to see more of him. Show him off. I also want them because they kind of hinted at this. I know. I remember I said this in one of the episode reviews before, but the whole Toph situation. I mean, she was the youngest of all of them, so she should be the one that's still alive. In that sense, where it comes to, in terms of age, she should be the one that's still technically alive. And I remember reading the comments saying that they had stated she was dead, but the thing is, book 3 totally took that away because the whole storyline with Lin and Su Yin about how their mom, and she's traveling the world and all this other stuff because she couldn't do it. So they hinted at the fact that she's technically still alive. Where is she? Maybe do something. Lin and Suyin now have reconciled, right? Why don't they do a moment of them reuniting with their mom and being like, hey, we were we're together again. We don't hate each other anymore. Like that kind of idea, to where kind of like a happy family moment. So I don't know. I want to see that. I want to see. I want to see. Mainly, I just want to see Toph again because Toph was like I liked every character in the first series. To be quite honest, I didn't have any problems with any of them. Of course, you were supposed to hate Azula, but I mean I liked the fact that I hated her because you're supposed to hate her. So I mean I had a connection with all the characters. So I want to at least see more of those characters here because in here all the characters suck. I can't feel attached to anybody, and I can't really hate the villains because the books are so short. Which brings up another question: who the heck is gonna be the villain? This is the biggest problem with Legend of Korra, at least for me personally. There's four. There's gonna be, well, I mean, depending on how they pull it in the last book, there's been three separate villains, main villains in each of like since the series started. The thing that I liked about The Last Airbender was, yes, we had multiple villains, but they were all connected, and you knew they were connected. Since the beginning of the series, they were always supposed, like Azula, yeah, she came back a little, like she came in a little later, but we already knew she was like tied to Zuko right from the get-go. The thing that Book 3 did that pissed me off, and I'm pretty sure you guys saw this in my review, the fact that they tried to connect all the different villains in the most bullshit way, by the way. So I don't know how they're gonna pull whatever the heck they pull in book 4. It better not try to tie into the other ones because to me personally that's gonna look really weird and it's gonna look stupid and I don't want it. Okay, they already messed it up by doing this whole we're gonna have a different villain for every book. They messed it up already. They can't fix that, and it just wouldn't work anymore because it's like, oh, well, we're gonna introduce a new villain. Oh, and by the way, we're gonna tell you near the end of the book, hey, you know what? They kind of have involved with. No, no, don't do that. Don't do that because it's just gonna ruin the experience for me personally, and for a lot of people I know who who've been watching Legend of Korra since the thing came out. Also, I want to say I'm a little glad that they are releasing it sooner because the biggest problem between book 1 and book 2 and even book 3 was there was a major gap between each book, so you honestly couldn't give a crap about the next one because you honestly, first of all, I thought book 2 was never gonna, was never gonna come out because we had a year-long wait between them, and book 3 was looking to be that way too. And if the leaks hadn't happened, the thing would have come out in September, like now. Like we would have been seeing book 3 right now. So I don't know. And also, how are you gonna present it? Because they still haven't said, oh, is it gonna be strictly online or is it gonna be like on TV? What is your plan? Like I don't know what you're going with. Like if you go strictly online, let us know because the biggest failure for book 3 was there was no advertisements for the thing. You honestly, do you want to know why your ratings fell? Because you didn't advertise the show. People were wondering when the time period for the episodes were, and it was a horrible time slot. Either do it on Saturdays like you did book 1, was that slot was your perfect slot. Get it back. Tell them, hey Nickelodeon, we need this time slot because this is when our ratings were at the highest. Or if you're gonna go online, give us a warning, give us some trailers, or give us an advertisement. Let us know where the series is gonna go because otherwise, no one's gonna watch it. You guys have gone downhill since book 1, so fix it. I'm being serious. I want to like Legend of Korra. I do. But in all honesty, you guys have stepped down. Legend of Korra is nowhere near on the same level as The Last Airbender. It is a huge disappointment. And when book 4 finishes, I'm gonna make a video comparing the two, and you guys are gonna see. I've kind of been wanting to do that, but I decided to wait until the series ends and then give a full on review comparison video between The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra. So guys, get your head together. Give us the information. We need to know. If you really want this book to succeed, you gotta let people know about it. But anyways, guys, that's just my video. And I didn't want it to turn into a rant, and then it kind of did. So I apologize for that. But regardless, let me know what you think. What do you think the title of the book means? What do you think this whole balance thing means? Are you excited for book 4? Do you even care about Legend of Korra anymore? I'm still going to be doing the episode reviews, so you guys, I mean, if I know where the heck the episodes are going to air, I'll make the reviews for it. Hopefully on time, because like I said, we don't know anything. So hopefully I'll be able to watch those episodes and be able to provide you guys with episode reviews on a weekly basis. So look forward to that. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm thinking of doing a Bloody Platinum randomizer episode later on tonight. Not quite sure, but we'll see how that goes. So anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been SoresanCrockxen. I'll see you guys in future videos.